The following portion of My Carolina is sponsored by...
Welcome back to My Carolina. Cause for Paws of North Carolina is a 501c3 nonprofit organization committed to protecting, nurturing, and finding homes for unwanted or displaced animals. Founder and CEO Charles McCombs and Director Allison Murphy join me now with more. Welcome to the show, y'all. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thanks for having us.
This is always so exciting. Well, first of all, our viewers know I love animals. We have Saving Grace on every week, and anytime we get to bring a pet here who is in need of a home or in need of assistance, we love getting to highlight that and spotlight that. And so what you do is very exciting for me personally. And I know a lot of our viewers have that same sentiment. So some people may not know who you are and what you do, though. So give us a brief overview, a summary of sorts of what Cause for Paws is.
Yeah, so we are a completely foster home-based animal rescue. We focus a lot on the abandoned, displaced, and those in medical need in our community. Okay. Dogs and cats primarily, and we're always in need of fosters and volunteers. So we rely heavily on people opening their hearts and their homes to animals in need for us to continue to help those in our community.
Yeah, and y'all have a unique way of funding or getting funds for your cause. So how can people make a difference?
So Cause for Paws relies heavily on our the generosity of the community for our monetary donations. We also rely on them for our Amazon wish list, things for supplies. Yeah. But we also have 2 thrift stores here in Raleigh where people can donate clothing, gently used furniture, knickknacks, paddywhacks.
Give a dog a bone?
Yeah. Even some gently used pet supplies, and the percentage of the proceeds go to fund the rescue. Yeah. So, and we will come and pick it up for free. So
I was hoping y'all would talk about the thrift stores, because I went in for the first time a few weeks ago. I was looking for glassware. So pleasantly surprised at everything that y'all have. It was so nice to just go in, and then you're surprised by some animals in there as well, which is so cool. And so why is adopting so important? I mean, I think the answer is obvious, but it's important to understand and help educate people about the importance of this process.
Yeah, I mean, it is, quite frankly, there are not enough homes for the amount of animals being birthed into our country every year. At the rate we're at, about 2.7 million dogs and cats are euthanized in the United States every year. So when you're adopting, you're not just saving the life of the cute, amazing animal you get to bring home, but you're actually saving 2 lives, because the safe spot they had at the shelter or in a foster home is then open to an animal that did not have. Yeah, and so it's really this amazing chain reaction of breaking and weakening the cycle of overpopulation. So it's, your contribution as an adopter is very impactful.
And you say only 2 lives, but then it's also the person getting the pet, also perhaps getting saved as well, emotionally. So what is the process like if somebody were to come in and say, hey, I'm interested? What's that look like?
Well, the process is pretty simple, but first we like to stress to everybody that when you want to adopt an animal, it is a 100% lifelong commitment.
For sure.
And we ask them to prepare for 15 years. So that's usually, cats, dogs, that's a good median age. So that's how long you need to prepare to care for. Once we have that, then we start down the process. You want to find the animal that best fits you or your family. And then we also, during that process, we try to provide resources such as, best practices, things that you can do best to help them make that good decision. And then after the decision has been made, we also try to foster best practices by, for example, you can get a free training session through one of our partners, Oak City Canine, that helps them be successful after.
So not only are you helping get these animals a home, it doesn't end there. You're helping the new families sort of guide them in the process if they're new or if they may have questions. They've never done they're used to a cat, maybe not a dog or vice versa, but they're dabbling in the new thing.
One of the biggest things that we encourage our fosters to do is give us a list. We have a form that they can fill out, and it's basically whatever your dog or cat would do best, whatever environment they would do best in. Right. And then our team that looks at the applications can go in the back end and see that Holly would do best at home with other dogs and kids in a backyard. And then that way we can filter applications to the fosters that would be a good fit to kind of already start that process of finding the right home. And then on the other side, we support the adopters. During the process, after their application goes to the adoption team, providing them resources, having those intentional conversations with them, making sure they're truly on board. And then afterwards, we have vet recommendations we can give them. We work with Oak City Canine, and he will provide a free training in the home with the new adopter as long as they mention they're with Paws. Wow. So, it doesn't end with
just
good luck.
Adoption.
Yeah, and the friendships and the community that you have once you adopt this pet, it's endless almost, which is it's a family, which is so exciting. Well, I know a lot of people now are probably so excited. They probably have a little sense of relief knowing it's not so difficult to have this process get started. It is a commitment, like we've said, but it's the best commitment there ever is for yourself, for the pups, for the cats, whatever it is. Where do we need to go for more information? Where are your thrift stores located, and how can we be a part of helping, keep this afloat?
So all you need to do is go to our website at www.cfp-nc.org, and you can find our thrift stores. We have one in South Raleigh, one in North Raleigh, and then all our fosters are all over the community. So just go to our website and get started.
Perfect. Well, we appreciate y'all being here. Y'all get out there and adopt or foster a pet today. Thank y'all again.
Thank you.
And all you got to do is scan that QR code to see on the screen. You could win free horse riding lessons as part of our 17 Days of Christmas program. How fun is that? Stay with us. We have more Carolina on the way.
The preceding was sponsored by